But like you said, geographically and certainly in terms of the talent on this team, there aren't many as good as these players and here. But dealing it out as well, and the Satyr even getting in on the action. It's actually a very nice two-man orb there. But Phobos is caught up a little bit here in mid. He's at 12 CS, 18-0, so no denies for the Zeus, but don't know he's going to mind that. They're trying to do something cutesy here with Mag. Oh, he actually just used his phase shift, and wow, Ohio secures a kill up at top. They are going to end up getting a return kill, but the first blood did go on to Demon. And down at bottom, we can see that they did manage to track down Mag as well. So 2-1, just like that. LV gets the advantage, and wow, Zeus manages to get himself a kill as well. Actually, yeah, no, Bristleback managed to get the kill there. And Illidan pursuing him out. Now there's going to be a big lightning bolt. And the magic missile onto Mushi. They're going to try to follow this up. Ohio giving pursuit. They're going to get him.
Yep, nice rotation there from Mushi. FNG tried to do the best he could. He does actually manage to steal the Invis rune away.
ZYF able to get back out. There's going to be the blink ahead by Ohio. The jaunts there. There's going to be a Hex now on the Mag, though. Phobos trying to do what he can. One's already down, but Phobos just has no damage.
He needed to silence faster. He needed to silence faster. He didn't get it off, and as a result, Inflame hits the stun, gets the ulti up.
They're going to see this, I think. Yep, they want to go. There's going to be a split. They're going to be able to get that Aegis back, I'm pretty sure, though. And maybe clean up a lot more. Here we go. ZYF doing what damage you can. There's an Earth Spike. Very calm fight, once again, as you had said. FNG is going to be hexed behind the fight, while DK Phobos seems to be the target. There's a very nice weave coming from Demon, who is outside of the pit. They're going to chase down the Night Stalker, though. Illidan's still up and running. DDC could be in some danger here. And they may get him from behind. However, Mushi is up. They do get DDC behind that. We see Ohio being chased down. Not the most effective split we've ever seen from him. And this is the fight. They're a little slow in getting here, to be honest. Aegis still up for 2 minutes. And Polish, yeah, I mean, they've got this tower chipped down to the point that it's going to be a deny range. Yep, there we go. Oh, beautiful coil. Mag on point. He goes in. FNG able to get himself into the air to begin. Mag has to get out. There's a nice grave on the FNG. And now LV down 2. Make it, yeah, soon to be 3. Nope, never mind. The Brew gets a split off. Here we go. ZYF coming in with that freshly completed BKB. Phobos is going to bail out. Demon's going to end up dying on the backside of this fight. Illidan hanging around, wants to get the tower and does. He has an Aegis for another 30 to 60 seconds. Now DDC the one being chased. And Polar's going to get that. Ohio, once again, not very effective with his Brewmaster split. It's a 2 for 3 when all is said and done, but it target fired down, and there's going to be the grave to keep him up and running. He's just going to try to get the hell out of Dodge. As we see, that's going to be the story for LV Gaming as well. Again, this Brewmaster split not accomplishing a whole hell of a lot. FNG is tracked down, and they get Mag from behind as well. Now Ohio, though, caught from behind, and he's not going to be able to make it. Waste of 100 gold there. No reason to even try to TP that time. But ends up
deal, because now that's 2 spells will be cast. He's going to go down to about 100 mana now. Yeah, if they actually fight this now, he's going to be out of mana, which is actually kind of a big deal for Bristleback.
There we go. There's going to be the initiation on the Phobos. Phobos able to BKB. CYF hanging on to his. In the meantime, Illidan does it as well. He wants to continue to focus on the Roshan. Mag brought down behind the fight. We're going to have that Deso being shown. Oh, it was snatched. Beautiful play by Mushi as he gets the snatch. Illidan's in trouble. Graves the only thing keeping him standing. We're going to see Zeus.
Double Yules.
Yep. The FNG going to be pursued out. This is an unmitigated disaster for VP as they lose 4. And old Jimmy, last man standing, not a lot of mana. Can you count with me? Let's up. He's going to grave himself and ruin my. Yep, he's going to stand and wait for his fate. Full 5-man wipe and a triple kill for ZYF. As they
470 movement speed. This hero packs a punch in the late game.
And he's going to go to work again. Inflame gets the Hex off. Yang is there, but look at Yang doing good damage. That's a really bad grave from Jimmy.
Yeah, it's a little bit early, but it is a low cooldown at this stage of the game. He's got it up in 9 seconds.
And oh, Phobos brought down in a hurry after eating the finger from Inflame. And ZYF continuing to pursue this out. Demon's hemmed up inside of the pit. FNG next on the list. And ZYF still on the warpath trying to catch up with Illidan, but that is a fast-moving Bristleback. Behind that, we see FNG comes back down into some trouble, and yeah, ZYF will take the easy one this time. And we actually have Mag, who's been Yules as well. And I'm not. And he does manage to blink with. Beautiful phase shift, and he does manage to John up. But now
the bug hit him. The bug hit him somehow. I can't believe it did. That's very unfortunate because now it's going to constantly cancel his blink. Or no, it actually gets killed by the creeps. Very nice.
And they're staying right on him. There's a good grave from Jim. He made up for it that time. And that's going to be enough to get Mag to this build. His damage output tremendous, hitting for an excess of 300 damage now.
Yeah, and he'll probably go for crit after this too.
Yep.
And the point still stands that there's no one that can lock him down when that BKB is ready. Nobody. The only person, again, is the Venge. And he has to get a blink to all. DDC is out in no man's land. BKB used a little prematurely, although he can run an Inflame, and Inflame cannot cast any more spells.
Yep.
He just cast it. No, actually, the BKBs were fine.
They're going to come back in, timing it perfectly. Great weave from Demon, though. Let's see how they can stack up with this damage output from the Weaver. Phobos being chased down. He is right-clicked to pieces. Illidan's still way up front. FNG gets a stun off. Can they get the Weaver? They can. Down he goes. Polar on the charge now. There's going to be the Yules. And no, hello, FNG gives him the do-si-do, brings him back and brings him down. A triple kill for Mag and Polar. Battling back from a deficit that seemed like they were going to struggle to overcome. And now, without a doubt, taking that one set of racks, taking yet another tier 2. How about the last tier 2? They're going to come in. Illidan still has his Aegis. They're going to ignore him. And
they're going to go straight for Demon. He's going straight for Demon.
They have to. There's going to be the ulti. Now we're going to have FNG come from behind. Nice 3-man coil from Mag, though. Ult thrown by Lich. One of the first times we've seen it seems like, since he's been dead so often. DDC, though, just chopped to pieces as Illidan back up off that Aegis, gets a double kill for himself. Now going toe-to-toe with Ohio. And ZYF can't do a whole lot about it.
Very interesting draft, and it's totally working here for Polar.
Ohio getting brave. Goes out. DK Phobos caught from behind. Illidan is taking a bit more damage this time around. Yep, Inflame, like you said. Downskis, they may get Illidan. Nope, they finally do, as we see ZYF finally drop that raid boss. Demon next on the list. Can't get the grave off in time. And now Phobos is going to be on the run, as they're going to try to catch him, but he's moving a little too. Stays alive from the Assault Cuirass as long as possible. This Rax, they're going to get Phobos, going to initiate, and there's beautiful swap, and what a grave from Demon. Are you serious, Jimmy? Right off of that swap, they turn it back around, and down goes Mushi. Here's the split from the Brewmaster. Don't know that it's going to be any more effective now than it has been all game. Phobos does have his Aegis popped off of him. Mag now in some trouble, though. Another good grave, a little bit early, but good enough to keep him up and running for now. And the route is on as Polar kites out all of the ultimates and is chasing them back to the fountain now. And they are going to have their run of things. Demon, Ghost Scepters, he's still alive. And this is going to be at least another set of racks, if not more. Hell, they're still cleaning them up and farming the fountain. Buyback on ZYF. And yeah, they did go ahead and send Phobos at least up to top to go ahead and focus down the rest of the racks. Behind that, though, Illidan's right on top of Mushi along with FNG. FNG will end up dying to the big right click coming out of ZYF. But Illidan's still pretty big boy, and they may be able to chase him out, but it's irrelevant as the top set of racks have already been killed.
Nice try from Illidan, but yep, the damage has clearly already been done.
So they either have to fight now or run. And Polar maybe can come back out. Yeah, Phobos is going to chase them down. They catch Mushi from behind. Very quick blink gets him back to safety. Behind that, though, ZYF. Hit with a stun, follow up, beautiful 2-man Earth Spike. But Demon once again on top of the grave. And only one is dropped, that's been FNG. They're continuing to pursue out the Weaver. They're gonna catch Inflame. He's easily dead. Mag next to die as he was in no man's land. Now Yang, the CYF trying to make a run for it, not able to catch him. Urn Charge keeps him alive. DDC dies behind it, as does one more. And Mushi next on the list. They just can't. Another good grave on Demon, actually a little early that time, wasn't even being focus fired. Will be Yules in the meantime. ZYF continuing to chase down DK Phobos. And will he get him? He's going to run into a big wave of creeps. Changes hands. But LV going to move into Roshan first. This is desperation time. They're taking it down quick. VP needs to get in there. There's going to be Mag. Mag got the coil off. It's going to be BKB. There's going to be a swap, though. Ohio turns back around, tries to do what he can. DK Phobos caught from behind. Roche still sitting at about quarter health. There's going to be old CYF caught with the Abyssal. Force staffed and time lapse. Gets him back up and ready to fight. Mag's on the high ground, right-clicking down, and they are going to get him. Mag tracks him down now. Mushi next on the list. There's no buyback for CYF. FNG likely to take a spill here, but it's not going to matter. Gets off the magic missile. They will clean up Ohio.
That's game.
That's ball game. They're going to run right at the throne.
Yep.
And GG.
Wow, man.
A barn burner. And I'll tell you, man, sometimes you got to cop to it. We both underestimated just the potential that Polar could have going late. I really thought this was a game that was going to be determined by 30 minutes in. We were either going to see Polar run them over, or we were going to see LV just explode in the late game. And Polar had other things in mind as they pushed this game to 57 minutes and take a win that by the time